I think this is a topic that I've already covered a little bit in a previous video, but I just want to go over it in a bit more sort of detail today. That's about having sort of a healthy BMI, because at the moment, as I've said to you before, my BMI is actually going by a weight chart. My BMI is actually in the healthy range. I think I've got a BMI of about 21, something like that. So that's well within the normal range, which is like, I think for a man that's between about 18 and a half and 25. So as you can see, I am quite comfortably within the healthy BMI range. But despite that, even though my BMI is in the normal range, if you look closer, like my body fat is probably, as much as I don't like to admit it, my body fat is probably lower than where it should be, and where I would feel most comfortable at, and where my body would be functioning the best at, really. And it's probably at a level that's too low to be sustainable year round. And there's sort of a number of physical things which probably suggest to me that is the case, really. And also a number of people have told me, sort of medical professionals have told me, that my body fat is probably below where it ought to be. And I think that what I'm trying to focus on at the moment is that, especially for people that are into fitness and have a reasonable level of muscle mass, is that really BMI is irrelevant, and it is down to how much body fat you've got, really. And because I think a lot of us view having body fat as a negative thing, but having a certain amount of fat on your frame is vital for healthy bodily functions. And when your body is deprived of fat stores, and the bare minimum amount of fat that you need to survive, really, then things aren't going to function properly, and you are going to have a lot of problems. So I know that for certain people who maybe if they compete in a physique competition or something, you need to get down to those levels, 4-5% body fat, with in order to compete in whatever physique competition you do. But what you have to remember is those people are only getting down to that body fat percentage for that show day, and the majority of their year is spent at a higher body fat percentage, where their body is able to sit comfortably, and they're able to function in everyday life, and they've got energy to do things. But essentially, I have been holding my body fat at like a competition level, theoretically, for several years now, and that has taken its toll on my body, and it continues to. So what I'm trying to wrap my head around at the moment is gaining fat doesn't mean getting fat. Whenever someone tells me that I look good, but I could do with gaining some body fat, I automatically think about, oh no, I'm going to be losing all the progress that I've made over the past few years to get this shape, and I'll be losing my fitness levels and things like that. But I think what I actually need to do is to view it more like, I need to gain a bit of body fat to regain some health, and also along with that body fat will come some more strength, and getting back some of the things that were taken away due to having too low body fat levels. So I think a term that I would like to use, rather than being underweight, is being under fat, because I think, as I said, for fitness people, that's more what you need to focus on, because when you've got a certain level of muscle mass, even if you've got no body fat, you might not necessarily be underweight by a BMI chart. I mean, rugby players, they'd have BMIs of it would have them in the obese category, but if you look at their body fat levels, they're probably well within the healthy range for a lot of them. So I don't necessarily need to gain much weight, if any at all, but I just think perhaps with a bit more body fat, it might help with my psychological function and my bodily functions. I might have a bit more get up and go throughout the day, and a bit more energy, and more sort of just more drive to carry out everyday sort of life things, really. So anyway, if anyone's got any thoughts on that, then please leave a comment down below. I'd like to know what other people's opinions are on that topic. So as always, give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep uploading these videos, and subscribe to my Instagram as well, which I've got linked down below, and I'll see you later.